Hi there. Wanted to make a video for GeoGebra assignment 2. So first thing we want to do is make sure we're in a new tab. And there's a link to the geometry GeoGebra page, or you can type in www.geogebra.org/geometry. Will also get you there, okay? So you don't have to go, you can just go straight here. Um, and what we want to do, make sure that you have signed in to your profile, um, just to ensure that you can save these things. Um, so what we want to do, first thing, is come in here and let's make sure we show our axes, and then let's click on show grid, and we want to do the major grid lines. Um, Now, one thing that you can do is you can always, we're going to plot some points here, and you can always click on point and just, you know, click the point 2, 1 for point A, click the point 2, 5 for B. But I'm going to put point C at the point 5, 1. Now, I could just click there, but I could also come in here to this little calculator thing, and this kind of tells you all the things that you've done. But all I have to do is put my cursor in here and click capital C equals the point, and we're going to type in 5, comma 1, okay? And I'm going to hit enter, and boom, that pops up. So while it's nice to be able to, um, simply just click on these points, it's really important that we, have the ability to, input them over here to be exact with certain things. So not for right now, but just so that you have that idea. All right. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a polygon. And I can click on this guy here, but I'm going to click on the More button and scroll all the way down and click on More. All right. We're going to use some of these more advanced tools today. And so the first thing that I want you to do is let's create a polygon. Okay. And I can do it right here. There's also a polygon thing down here. Same button, doesn't matter which one you use. But I'm going to go ahead and create triangle A, B, C, okay, and click around all three points. Go all the way around. Make sure you land back where you started, and we've got this triangle. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Move tool. Okay, and I'm going to come over here and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit on my picture. And when I'm in the Move tool, I can move these letters around because I don't really want A to be inside of my figure here. Okay, I'm going to click on my A button and I'm going to drag it and move it around to the other side. I'm going to put B up over here, and I'm going to put C over here. Okay, just so that we can make this look nice and neat. That's the goal. Okay. All right, the next thing I want to do is I want to measure a couple things. I want to measure the side lengths and I want to measure the angles here. So under measure, I want to click distance or length. All right, so I'm going to click on that. And once I'm in that, I'm going to click each side length. And it's going to give me those lengths of each of those sides, okay? AB is 4, BC is 5, AC is 3. This is a 3, 4, 5 right triangle, one of my favorite triangles, okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the area button because I'm going to calculate the area of this. And the area of this, area of triangle ABC is equal to 6, okay? So from here, all right, it's important that we're able to do that, okay? Um, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make it look nice and neat. I'm going to move the 4 out to this outside, put the 5 out over here, and put my 3 here, okay? I'm also going to move the area of triangle ABC equals 6. I'm going to just move that. It kind of restricts on where you can move it, but I'm just going to put it right there, okay? And that's that. All right, now the next thing I want to do is I want to measure each of the angle measures, all right? So I'm going to click on the angle, okay? And when all this thing down here tells you what you can do, you can select 3 points or 2 lines. So if I wanted to measure angle A, I could measure it by clicking BAC, or I could simply just, click the lines AB and AC, and that's going to give me a 90-degree angle here, okay? If I wanted to find angle B, I can just simply just click that segment and this segment to get me 36.9, and then angle C down here is going to give me that, okay? So either way you want to do it, doesn't matter. But I'm going to click the Move button again because I'm going to get these measurements out here. I want them to be very readable, okay, on your thing. All right, so make sure that you have done that. All right, so we've identified a number of things here. We've plotted points, we've created a triangle, we have labeled the side lengths, measured the side lengths, measured the angles, and calculated the area of this figure. So it's important that we do that because the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do something called transformations. All right. So I'm going to scroll all the way down over here, and we're going to look at this button called transform. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk today strictly about translations. Okay. And we're going to translate by a vector. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit here um, and get to this point. And what I want to do is I want to translate this. Now, translate, it really means that we're just going to slide this triangle and move it, okay? So I'm going to click on Translate by Vector, okay? And a vector is something that shows direction and length. So what I want to do is I'm going to move this whole triangle 2 units to the right and 4 units up, okay? And so I'm going to click on this, and then I'm going to click on point A. Translate by vector. Let me click on this again. Select object to translate, then vector. Okay, so let me escape out of this. All right, I've at this point, like, I've kind of made a mistake. All right, and what I wanted to do didn't work. Okay, so one of the things that you can do when you're in this scenario is always go back. Like, you can always hit like the undo button, or you can kind of just go back to the move button and get out of that. All right, so we're in the move button. All right, I'm going to go back. Sorry, I made a mistake. That's okay. Translate this by vector. I'm just going to click inside of the triangle, and then I'm going to click, I'm going to translate point A 2 units over and 4 units up. So I'm going to go from point A 2 units over and 4 units up, and I'm going to click a new button here to point D, okay? And so what that does is creates a brand new triangle. Let me go back to move, okay? And so what I've done is I've moved each of these points 2 units right, 1 unit up, okay? I've done that, all I did it was for point A, okay? But it will also do the same thing for point B. And so you go 2 units over, 4 units up. Same thing with point C, 2 units to the right, 4 units up. And what happens is you have another triangle here. And I've taken my original triangle and I've moved it over now to this over here. Now the side lengths, I'm going to make sure I'm on the move button. The side lengths have been preserved, okay? Those moved over with this, all right? And what I want to do is notice here that this new triangle is point A prime, B prime, C prime. The little indicated measure here tells me that this is my first transformation, okay? And that this is the result of moving this, all right? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this triangle here, my new triangle, A prime, B prime, C prime, and I'm going to now move this 4 units to the right and 1 unit up. So I'm going to go back down to transform by a vector. I'm going to click on my figure here, inside my figure, and then I'm going to take point A, and I'm going to move this 4 units to the right and 1 unit up. And we get a new point here, okay? And so notice that in this one, we have A double prime, C double prime, B double prime. The side lengths have been preserved, okay? So those kind of travel with each of those, all right? And so that's what I got. We've still got a 3, 4, 5 triangle, okay? I'm going to zoom out just a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this this new triangle, A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. This is my second translation. And I'm now going to move this um, each over, I'm going to translate this again. So I'm going to go down over here, translate by vector. And I'm going to now click on this guy, and I'm going to now move this point from point A double prime. I'm going to go down 8 over 2. All right, so I'm going to click here. And these are going by 2s now. All right, when you zoom out, notice that your scale goes by 2s. So I'm going to go down 8. So this is down 6, down 2 more, and then over 2. And notice what happens. Okay, I have another triangle here. And I'm going to make sure I'm on the move button. All right. And that's what I'm going to do. All right. And so from here, this is all I want you to do for the level 2 question here. And I'm going to select. So if you have like a point on here, like this point G just kind of popped up out of nowhere. I don't really know where that came from. I can click on that and then I can delete it. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. All right, so this is all I want you to do for level 2. Okay, is simply just draw this picture. Okay. So the last thing I want you to do here is create text, okay? And so select position or existing point, all right? So our text, the first thing that I want you to do is put your name into this document, okay? My name is Joe Police. So you would put your own name. You're going to put the date. Today's date is what is today? The 27th? So 4-27 or the 28th, whatever the date is. This is the date that I'm doing this. That's the date, all right? And then here's what I want you to do. I have a series of questions that I want you to answer, okay? And so on this, the first thing that we did was we drew this picture, okay? So the first thing that we all should do is see drawing, okay? This is level 2, okay? This is, this is the level 2 question. So if all you do is this and draw the picture, you get a 2 for this assignment. We're good to go, okay? Question 2, what I want you to do is list the points from triangle ABC to A prime, B prime, C prime, okay? And answer the question, what is the relationship between each point and its image? Okay, remember the image is the result of doing the translation. Okay, so what I'd want you to do in this is to actually type out in the text what are all the points for A, B, and C. What are all the points for A prime, B prime, C prime? And then think about what are we doing to get from one point to the next, okay? And that's what I want you to answer in this question, okay, for question 2. This is a level 3 question, okay? The third one is what is the relationship between the side lengths and angle of each of triangle ABC and A prime, B prime, C prime, okay? That is another level 3 question, okay? So if you can go through and answer these questions in the text, okay, that's what I want you to do, okay? Question 4 says, create a new page, okay? So you have to do all the level 3. Um, and let's do this. We don't need to create a new page. Let's do this. Let's do create your own figure, okay? Um, translate it 4 times, okay? But have the final translation map back onto itself, um, or onto the original figure, okay? This is a level 4 question, okay? So, and I'm going to click OK, all right? And so that's there, all right? This stuff exists here. And so if I were doing this, I'm going to make sure I'm on the move button. I'm going to zoom out of this a little bit and advanced. I don't know. All right. Okay. But here we are. So these are the 4 things I want you to do. Okay. I don't want you to click on those, but or to write them just the way that I have them. But if these are the different levels of questions that you can answer for this. Okay. So level 2, simply just follow the drawing. Okay. Level 3, answer these 2 questions. Level 4, create your own and translate it 4 times, but have the final translation map back onto the original and show that. So that's that. All right. Make sure, when you're done with this, that we go back to the main menu and you want to click the share button. Okay. Share. No, I don't want to save it. I don't know what happened. Click the share. Save. We'll call this assignment 2. Maybe it does want us to save this. Okay. Saving. And then share. Share. Okay. So once you share, you have to save it first. So we'll just call this assignment 2. And here's the link. Make sure you copy that link. That's copied to your clipboard. And then, once you're done, go back into Google Classroom and go into that assignment, and we're good to go. Okay, so that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully it's not too long, but that you're able to go through it and it makes sense. Please, please come on to office hours during your class time if you have any questions, and I'm happy to go over this and help you out with GeoGebra or anything else of that matter. So hope all is well. We'll talk soon. Thanks. Bye.